Welcome back. You're watching Newslink. Now, sometimes dreams do really come true. It started as an open verse challenge on TikTok. Local artist Mthandazo Gatya posted a video of himself adding a South African twist to John Legend's song Nervous. Let's take a look at that.
I can fall for you forever, I'm certain, 'cause I still get nervous.
Well, after that, Mthandazo went from singing on TikTok to performing on the big stage with the man himself, John Legend. That's right, he met the US superstar this weekend right here in South Africa. And this is what happened.
Mthandazo, how are you? Welcome. Nice to meet you. Perfect timing. I was coming to South Africa just in time to meet you. I just saw your TikTok post, and I figured we might as well do the song together on stage. You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, definitely. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
'Cause I still get nervous.
Well, I do have the honor of having the man himself, Mthandazo, right here next to me in studio. My goodness, I was saying to you, had I had the opportunity to not only shake John Legend's hand, hug him, and then sing with him, I probably would have died of absolute happiness. Tell us about that experience of meeting him. What was that like, and what kind of person was he towards you?
I was literally nervous. It wasn't just a song that says nervous. I was nervous, but more than anything, I was happy. You know, it made me believe in the power of my dreams. You know, just in the power of possibilities as well. You know what I mean? In the power of faith, because I remember this is something that started as just an idea. You know, I saw this on TikTok early in the morning. I sent the video to my manager. I'm like, bro, if I can take this opportunity, it might work magic for us. You know what I mean? From that to now being on stage with him, it's crazy, man. So, you know, it's crazy. And he's such a nice person, you know, a kind soul. I'm just blessed.
Yeah. I mean, so you were intentional about posting the video in that you saw that it could potentially open some doors for you in the music industry. So it wasn't just a random participation in a challenge. You actually were trying to open some opportunities for yourself.
Yeah, it's always been the case, because this is actually my second viral TikTok video duet. I did one with Dax, and it became big also, as he also reacted, shared it and everything. It was the leading and most trending on the challenge. So I realized that these open verse challenges actually can, you know, work some magic, you know, in terms of helping you to spread your brand and everything else. So it's something I saw as, you know, what could potentially, you know, put me out there, because I had just dropped an EP on that very same day. But prior to that, I have a song that actually went double platinum. That song, so that's actually my song. It went double platinum. So after this whole thing, people actually went and revisited, you know, the old catalog. So,
that is amazing. So you've always wanted to be a performer, and now all of these opportunities have opened up for you. Has there been an interest from the local market to partner with you or work with you to creating more music for South Africans and the world now?
Yeah, I actually am working with a lot of musicians. Even prior to this whole thing, you know, I've been working with some. Yeah, I've just, you know, been working. Yeah.
And are there any other opportunities for you to further collaborate with John Legend in the future, or any other global superstar that you've always dreamed of working with?
I mean, if we share the stage together, anything is possible at this
Yeah.
point. But yeah, I'm not going to say much right now. Yeah, so a lot of things are being sorted out behind the scenes, so I'm not going to say much until, you know, everything is like fully, you know, sorted and ready for me to disclose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you working on any music at the moment?
Yeah, I just released an EP. It's called Journey to Infinity. There's 7 beautiful tracks. One single from that song actually says Ngiyabonga. You know, I just did a song thanking God for everything he has done, not knowing that he'd actually, you know, so that's why I'm saying music is prophecy. So I sang this song thanking God for taking me from a complete nobody to where he put me now. And he just did that, you know. So remember, this song dropped on the same day that this video went viral.
Yes.
So it is as if I knew that I'd have to thank God, you know,
Yeah.
for everything that's happening right now. So that's
Yeah.
the current single now called Ngiyabonga.
Yeah, and I mean, also, when John Legend came across the TikTok, he happened to be coming to South Africa.
You
So
know
it's
what I mean?
almost like things were aligned for you in some
Exactly.
amazing way.
Yeah.
I'm sure it hasn't always been an easy journey. Tell us about some of the challenges in the industry. I mean, we hear a lot of stories about breaking into the market, you
Yeah.
know, having a space to share the ear of the South African, but also financial challenges that exist in
Yeah.
the industry as well. What has your experience been over the years?
Yeah, over the years, obviously, I feel like it's a story of every, you know, upcoming musician. You know, most of us share the same experience, a lot of rejection, hardships trying to break through, you know, but eventually, if this is what you called for, you know, you endure all the pain, you strive, man, through all the hardship, you know. So for me, I don't feel like it's a special case in any way. I went through the most. I feel like most of the people relate. But I feel like had that not happened, maybe I wouldn't have this moment. So I wouldn't want to dwell much on everything I went through. But yeah, I went through so much, you know, to get to where I am now. And through faith and, you know, just following the calling, we're here.
Yeah. What informed your decision, and I assume it was very intentional, to sing in your language and not necessarily conform to singing in English and, you know, mixing it up and things like that? What informed that? Do you think it adds to the quality of your music? And weren't you nervous that maybe you won't be appealing to a lot of people because you're singing in isiZulu and we're such a diverse country and the world?
But now look, music is a universal language, you know. Sometimes you don't have to hear what I'm saying, but you feel what I'm saying. So for me, I put my soul into my music. I put my soul so much that people connect without even hearing what I'm saying. Even with this song, the Senzeni song I just talked about. So this song got me a collab in Canada. These are people who can't hear a thing I'm saying, but they connected to the soul. You know what I mean? So when it comes to music, I feel like put your soul first, and then, you know, let everything happen. So for me, singing, you know, in Vernac or African languages, I feel like if you look at the success of many South African artists abroad, it's always been people who sing in, you know, Vernac. The likes of Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, the likes of Hugh Masekela, the likes of, you know, Miriam Makeba. The list goes on. You know, these are all people who made it big abroad, and it's because of our languages, you know what I mean? So I feel like for a young person to take pride in that, I feel like it's going to work magic for me. Because also, before I'm everything else, I'm African, you know what I mean? I just had to give them who I am, which is African, you know, as opposed to trying to fit into, you know, what they are, you know? Yeah, so I felt it needed me to bring myself to it, and it so happened that it worked magic.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a young budding musician who's watching this interview and thinking, goodness, I would love to be on a big stage with my icon or a huge global superstar? this is a difficult industry you've mentioned before in terms of the challenges. So what advice would you give to someone who really wants to break in and break through?
It's not easy, you know, however, it's not impossible. You can get lucky, you know, in your first attempt. You know, you can get lucky, you know, in your first attempt, become big, you know, and you can try for so many years and get to a point where you feel like it's never going to happen, and then it happens. So there's never really a time frame to it, you know. It just has to start with you loving what you're doing, because if you're going to get into it with money in your head, man, you might as well just give up, you know what I mean, if you have money in your head. Because what happens when you don't see money, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just love it. Just be passionate. Just be sure this is what you want to do, and yeah, let it be, you know, your happy space.
Is a Grammy something that you are ambitious in getting? Like, what are some of the big goals that you want to achieve in the next medium to long term?
With everything happening right now, you got to dream about the Grammy, you know what I mean? Because, like, yeah, it just showed me that, you know, there's too many possibilities, you know what I mean? You just got to keep the faith.
Where can people get your music? Especially this new EP that you've just shared with us. Okay,
there's a link on my Twitter page, Mthandazo Gatya. It's there also on Instagram. It's there on my Facebook, Mthandazo Gatya, on all social media platforms. You can find the link there. You can also just Google Mthandazo Gatya. It'll take you to the music. It's everywhere.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and very best of luck to you as you continue to dominate the world. And just so I can show you guys, if you've just tuned in, please just listen to the amazing work that he was able to produce that landed him on stage with the legendary John Legend.
Mthandazo, how are you? Welcome. Nice to meet you. Perfect timing. I was coming to South Africa just in time to meet you. I just saw your TikTok post, and I figured we might as well do the song together on stage. You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. 'Cause I still get nervous.
Sometimes